So this is not a tutorial. This is just a bit of foolproofing that I just checked without actually making PyTest coverage for now. So in this foolproofing thing, let's say that you open an image which is a TZYX image, and now what you see here are the stardist parameters, and I want you to look at the stardist model axis. So if I choose no stardist model, this axis should disappear, and the model of VollSeg can operate with just one model. So if you just use denoising, it is just going to produce a denoised and a semantic segmentation map. And if you go to the VollSeg parameter selections, you will see the unit model axis and denoising model axis. So if I select no denoising, this should disappear. So check. If I choose custom care, I have a 3D model, so that appears as the denoising model axis. If I choose a unit model, check. If I choose no unit, it's fine. If I go to pre-train, I have this as a 2D model, so this shows an error that your image is 3D, right? This is the shape, and your model is actually 2D. So this is why it is showing you this in red. And if you choose actually a 3D model, it becomes okay, and then the run button becomes available again. And now let me make the same mistake for stardist. So let me go to stardist parameter selection. Right now there's nothing. So if I select 2D, it's going to say, okay, there's a mistake over here. And now I have to select actually a 3D model, and then the mistake will be corrected, and then you will get your model axis back. So right now I have model axis for all of my models. So that's a check. Now let me change this styles to see what happens then. So now it again becomes red, which means run button is gone, because now your tiles don't match your model, because you have TZYX shape image and your tiles should also be TZYX shape. So then it becomes black again. So then it's runnable. So this is all the checks that I was doing since last night to see if only valid choices are actually available. And if you make a choice which is like no model is chosen, this is that's like nothing is going to happen, but the run button is not going to be disabled. So you can choose either one model or two models or three models, and the run button will become available as long as your model choices are compatible with your images and the tiles that you choose. So this is the check which I made last night. Yeah, so um, for example, if I choose a wrong model instead of a 3D unit model, if I choose a unit 2D model, it should become red again. There you see, it becomes red, and the run button is disabled. So I actually have to now either use a pre-trained 3D model to get the run button again, or I can choose the proper 3D model for UNet to make the run button become available again. So broadly speaking, I made the checks. I just committed the code. It's not in the latest version of release yet, because there are some more things I have to check. And once this thing is done, then the code that you're going to get as a final plugin is going to be foolproof. So you will only have the run button if your choices are valid, and if there's something invalid, the program is going to show you why it's not giving you the run button. And then all of the other tutorials that I've shown are basically just how the program runs. And this part now that I'm doing is to make sure that it's all tested. So it's first I'm just testing it here, and then I will write some PyTest to make sure that you can just run the test without actually seeing the browser, just to see what I'm doing and seeing over here is actually true without looking at the viewer itself. Yeah, so this was just a short, not a tutorial, but a demo of foolproofing checks that I was doing since yesterday. See you.